collective reading. I hope you all are well. If you're new to my channel, feel free to check out my main page, my playlist, my community tab, where I offer polls and I ask you all about upcoming pick a card readings as well as other content on my channel. So feel free to check that out. Let's go into the reading. I have already pulled some oracle cards. So the first card is the Healer of the Ages, Contract, Cornucopia, Attachment, and Envy. And the card that slipped out of the other deck is the Ace of Swords, okay? So I was definitely feeling for the collective energy here. There is something in regards to a blessing or opportunity. This I'm hearing could be a job opportunity. This could be a beginning of a new relationship, okay? Like something is definitely coming through for you. And I definitely feel like you have been experiencing some blockages, okay, for those that this reading resonates with. All right, it is a collective general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, there's other videos on my channel to definitely watch, okay, if that is the case. Now, a lot of blessings want to come through here. A lot of things want to come through here, right? But I am sensing that there is some blockages. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull some clarifiers for these oracle cards here. Let's see what's going on. So a lot of you I see right now, you want clarity. You're in a period of maybe introspection, a lot of heavy meditation. I'm even hearing the word isolation. This could be a situation where you feel like you have to cut people off or stop talking to certain people or stop listening to certain voices because you're feeling like you're kind of getting confused and attached to the wrong things. So you are definitely being called here to be careful of the voices and influences that are entering your ears and that you're responding to, okay? There's a heavy emphasis on your abundance, cornucopia, I feel being linked to the lack of tension, okay? There's a need here to release something. There's a need for a lot of abundance that I see here, number 11. So there is, I feel a strong calling for a lot of you that you want this cornucopia, right? We also have the card of Healer of the Ages. You want this cornucopia. You want to feel completely healed from whatever has hurt you, whatever has blindsided you, whatever betrayed you. If somebody betrayed you, somebody lied to you, I feel like you really want to heal from this, but there is something that's blocking. So with a card, I'm going to investigate for you what you can do about this and why this is happening. Okay, so you have sneaky energy around you. That's what you're feeling. And I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. I do think that you have a lot of people, or you did, past tense, have a lot of energies around you that were sneaky. Okay, they could have been an air sign with the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords coming out, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, those are the three air sign element signs, zodiac signs. So I definitely do feel like you feel like you either feel like you're dealing with people that are sneaky towards you and don't have good intentions, or this is a confirmation, right? That's what you've been dealing with, and that could be causing the block. Okay, so the block, the divine block to your cornucopia is these people are sneaky, okay? They have sneaky energy. So basically, you can't trust them. As far as you throw them, you won't be able to catch them. You won't be able to see where they land. You can't rely upon this situation or these people, and you know that. And your higher self is confirming that, okay, through this video. So your intuition is right. Whenever you have a strong feeling that, okay, somebody's dishonest, somebody's not a good person, or a situation is not legit, don't ignore those voices. I am a Scorpio sun. For those of you who don't know, yes, I'm a Scorpio sun. I'm a Scorpio Venus. So I can sniff bullshit from a mile away. In fact, 100,000 miles away, right? And so I'll be the first person to tell you, if you are getting a feeling that something is not right, something is not right, okay? We even have the card of envy, attachment. So for those of you who got out of a sticky or toxic relationship, is that person's clause still in your energy field? Do you, if you're honest enough, do you feel like that person's energy is still attached and entangled with your energy? And if you're saying, yes, I have multiple people that I feel are still using my energy or living off my energy, or maybe even sexually attracted to you, okay, then that needs to go. All right, this is what is coming up. All right, that needs to go, because that person is taking advantage of your kindness. That is what I'm hearing spirit say. Okay, this is very strong energy. So I don't think that if this doesn't resonate for you up to this point, I wouldn't keep watching, because this is a very strong message. Okay, 1 second. And as I was getting that tissue, okay, they're also saying there's some of you that need to watch or buy The Secret. This book has changed my life. I feel like just putting that in there. Then for others of you, it's saying that something about your diet. I just, as soon as I got up, I heard spirit say diet. Like, there's those of you where whatever you're putting in your body is like not helping you, it's actually harming you. So there's like multiple levels here I'm seeing of why this cornucopia has not come through, because there is a lot of like turmoil and blockages. And even if you're staying positive, right? And even if you're doing all the good things that you think you should be doing, it does not mean that there is not people and energy vampires and other past residue that is still sticking onto you. And this is why no matter what you do, you're like, why am I not free? Why am I not free? Why am I not, like, I'm hearing some of you say, why am I not in the job position that I've worked so hard for? Or why am I not been able to manifest a new car? Or why do I keep having rent issues? There's those of you where you're behind on your rent, but you get paid, but somehow the money keeps disappearing. Or for others of you, you're like, why do I keep having this health issue? Like, I never had this health issue before the divorce or before the ex-partner or before this, or so, like, spirit is saying that there is, I'm going to clarify for you, there is some people that still have energetic links to you, and until you bind and break and let those energetic links go once and for all, and stop holding on to hope that, oh, they're going to come back, or, oh, I want that person, or I want that situation, or I want that old job to come back, you're not going to be able to walk in full cornucopia abundance, okay? Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit, show me any other messages. I feel like that's really like the main message. I really felt that. Let's see if there's any other messages here. Queen of Pentacles, happy family, reverse. Okay, so, all right. So what I'm seeing here is like, yes, there also could be past hurt. This could be within the family, okay, a relative or a situation that happened in the family, okay? But what I'm hearing Spirit say is that if you did not inflict that pain, if you were not the person that inflicted that pain, then why are you carrying the goblet for somebody else who hurt somebody else? Like, why are you holding the pain or keeping a placeholder for the pain and neglect and betrayal of another person that is not you? So Spirit is saying, be careful that you're not holding on to Wow, this is powerful. Be careful, okay? 30 and 4, the number 30 and 4 in reverse. They're saying be careful that you're not holding on to trauma and pain that has nothing to do with you. I'll repeat that. Be careful that you're not holding on to trauma and pain that has nothing to do with you, okay? So, for example, okay, they want me to use an example. For example, if your parents got divorced, okay, and maybe there was a situation where your parents wanted you to take sides or wanted you to love one other person more than the other, something like that, okay, to that nature. And maybe for years, or even I'm hearing 2 decades now, you've been carrying this pain of, oh, my parents, this happened to them, or oh, they're not together, or I come from a broken home. I'm hearing some of you say, I come from a broken home. But it's like, why are you reaffirming that negative affirmation? You see what I'm saying? Like, are you expanding something that was sad, that was tragic, that was unfortunate, but have you extended the pain? Have you extended the period of time of pain that when that happened? And have you, without realizing it, have you brought that pain from the past into your present? And maybe this is a reason why nothing is coming through in your life. Could that be why? Is that maybe even if you're 27 or 34 or 59 or 26, could it be the fact that maybe you are, without you knowing, you have regurgitated the pain, the memories, the negative words, the arguments, the back talk, the text messages, the voicemails? Like, are you stuck in the past? Are you stuck in the past without even knowing it? Without even knowing it, there is those of you that your spirit is still living in the past. Your mind is acting and behaving like the trauma you experienced. I'm even hearing homelessness. Okay, this is a live reading. I'm even hearing homelessness. There's those of you where maybe somebody in your family or somebody you love, you're afraid that they're going to be homeless. You're afraid that they're not going to have a car or something along those lines. But Spirit, through me, through this video, is here to tell you, okay, that has nothing to do with you. I want to repeat that. That has nothing to do with you. So subconsciously, it feels, what the cards are showing me is that maybe you are stuck in a traumatic time that you have not even gotten out of. So your behaviorisms, your body language, the way you talk, the way you behave, the way you react to people, you're reliving that trauma. And that's what Satan, and that's what the negative forces, okay, of hell and that have come to earth, that's what they want to do, okay? They want to keep you stuck in the past so that you'll never get to experience the real bright future that you're supposed to have. I feel led to say this. There are some of you where, to me, and this is a very fiery reading, so I don't know if a fire sign has something to do with this, or you're a fire sign watching, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I don't know, because this feels like a very passionate message. Like, I'm normally not like this, depending upon the kind of reading that I get for the collective. So this must be a very, very passionate thing that a lot of you have come to this moment at the end of the road, right? And it's like, this cornucopia. This cornucopia is waiting for you, but it's like you've not been able to access it. I'm seeing a lock and a key. I'm seeing a gold and silver lock and a key. And it's like, no matter how many times you're trying to open this lock, you're not getting through. And what I'm getting from God is that the reason why it's not getting through is because you've not let go. Are you trying to open old doors? Are you trying to open old locks? Are you trying to resurrect a relationship or a connection that is dead? Are you trying to go back in time because of a lost years? I'm hearing lost years. You think that you lost. You didn't lose anything. Listen carefully. For those of you who are past 25, okay, you did not lose anything. what you had and the resources and the knowledge, especially, and the information you had, you did the best that you could. But are you going to allow the devil to rob your future? Are you going to allow this toxic ex, these toxic relatives, that nasty boss who abused you? Are you going to let these people who talked down to you and told you that you would be nothing to take your to now take your future? Are you going to let them take your future as well? If that's how you're feeling? So God is saying, you may not be aware that you are living in the past, and no fault to your own. Maybe it could be a circumstance or situation I'm seeing here where maybe because things keep repeating, because bad things keep repeating, it's like you have this defense armor, like you have this, you're scared. You could actually be scared that nothing is going to change. Okay, so because you've been hurt, or you were abused, or you were abandoned, or you were betrayed, you could have this energy of like, well, it's never going to get better. So every time that I meet somebody, or every time I go for a new job, and those of you who are crying, listening to me, you need to cry, because listen, crying is also releasing old residue. If you want to sigh, if you want to cry, if you want to, go, like those are all responses that your body with your brain is getting the message. And that's a good thing. That's a good sign that you've now identified at least one of the blocks, or one of the thought patterns that is keeping you stuck, that is keeping you bound to a past that is not your future. So they're saying that you did not lose any time. You did not lose any years. Whatever you had to deal with to survive, to thrive, to get by, you did the best you could. Stop going back to the past and saying, this person stole this from me, and this person did this to me, and oh, life is so unfair. Nobody said life was fair. Who said that life was fair? Nobody said life is fair, but the difference between a champion, a winner, a successor, a conqueror, a champion is somebody who does not let those things define them. Okay, the real definition of a loser or a bum or a streetwalker is somebody who has let the life circumstance now beat them down so much that they're unrecognizable. Do you feel like that, friend? Do you feel like you're unrecognizable? Well, that's probably because they have taken too much power from you. And so who is going to stop that pattern, right? Who is going to put a stop to that? Well, you're going to put a stop to that. Okay. 1 second. So my friend, I want you to know this and wholeheartedly and sincerely, because, I have been through things. Everybody has been through something that, made them want to lose hope in life, made them want to give up, made them want to be bitter. But what I want to tell you so honestly, friend, is don't let them rob your joy. Don't let anybody or anything rob your peace. It's not worth it. So if there is a person, a job, a religion, even for others of you, whatever you feel has caused harm to you, let it go, okay? Let it go. Push it out of your life, rebuke it, delete it, block it, whatever you have to do, because today is a new day. And in order for you to move forward in your life and get this cornucopia and happiness, true happiness that you want, there's a cost that comes with that. You see, there is a cost that comes with being on top of the mountain and well off, or even wealthy, for in a more extreme sense, rich, wealthy, good body, good health. There's a price that comes with that. You don't just get that because you say, oh, I want to be successful, or I want to be healed, or I want to let go of my twin flame, or I want to let go of the negative work situation, or I want to let go of the troubles in the world. Like it comes with a choice. It comes with taking back your power and saying, no more. Enough is enough. I don't want to keep regurgitating the past. Or for others of you, it could be a thing where you say, I don't want to have the same year. Right? The time that I'm recording this video is 2023. Okay, so there could be those who where you're saying, I don't want to relive the same year. I don't want to have another shitty year. I don't want to be a victim of inflation. I don't want to be a victim of the person who used me. I don't want to be a victim anymore of my parents' divorce. I don't want to be a victim anymore of the job that fired me wrongly. I don't want to be like, you have to get to a point where you're going to have to say, is it me or you? Is it me or you? Which person are you living for? My audience, who are you living for? Are you living for somebody else? Are you doing things because of somebody else? Well, guess what? That's the wrong direction. So thank God for this reading that I can give everybody who comes across it, And to show your support, please thumbs up, please subscribe, okay? Check out the channel. For real, what God is saying is you have to make a choice. Doesn't this kind of look like Jesus? You have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. Are you going to be a victim or a victor? Nobody said it's going to be easy. Nobody said life is fair. But are you going to be a victim or are you going to be a victor? And I want me and you and everybody included to be a victor, a champion, an overcomer of life, not somebody who let life beat them up, drain them, age them, make them depressed. Look at how many people in the world are depressed these days. Look at how many people are dying. You know why? Because they're giving their power away. They're giving up on themselves, and then when you give up on yourself, you're telling the devil, and you're telling all your enemies, and you're telling all these narcissists, you're telling all these toxic people, hey, take me out, take me out, take me out. I'm an easy target. Without them knowing it, that's what they're doing. Because at that point, they've gone so low. And somebody listening is really getting this. I want you to listen carefully. At that point, that person has gone so low that it's almost like they place themselves in a position of, I am irredeemable. I cannot be saved. I cannot get out of this negative cycle. I cannot, go on. That's the point that it gets to, where the person's not waking up. And they're so stuck in the hurt. They're so stuck in the pain. They're stuck in something so negative that they will not put themselves first. They're putting everybody else first, especially for those who have kids. And, it gets to a point where they've abandoned themselves. Where they get to the point where they look in the mirror and they're unrecognizable. Most people are like this. They let life get to them so bad that they are now a victim. They're not a victor, they're a victim. So the only way that you can break out of this is if you identify wholeheartedly what is stopping you. If you say, oh, well, it's money. Money is what's stopping me. Okay, can you not make more money? Can you not apply for a different job? Can you not try to go in person? Can you not go to a job fair? Can you not look? I mean, like there has to be a point where you say to yourself, what can I do about this? Maybe you're going to have to pick up another job. Maybe you're going to have to humble yourself and ask certain people about what they do and how they got to where they are. Like, when you get to that place where you're supposed to have a harvest, you're supposed to have a cornucopia, and you're not getting it, you have to check what you've been doing, and you have to check the influences and the people that are around you. Yes, at work. Yes, in your personal life. Yes, in the conversations you have. It has to get to a point where you have to look at what is influencing you to be stuck in the same place. And the easiest one to identify is if it is a person. Okay? If it's a negative person that you can clearly see is negatively influencing you and steering you on the wrong direction, the wrong path, then it could be a situation where you have to not listen to them as much, or you're gonna have to completely just leave them alone, block them out, don't respond. And those of you, I feel when it comes to a person, if it is about a person, you could be saying to yourself, well, I've known this person all my life, or how is the other person gonna feel? Or, oh, do I really have the strength to do that? Or what if they wanna come back? Or these are all excuses. Do you see how the mind works? These are all excuses. These are all excuses. So you have to get to the point where you say to yourself, no, I'm not going to give this person an excuse to come back into my life and hurt me. This is where our relationship is over, our connection is over, our conversation having days are over. Like, you have to get to that point where you see the negative people for what they are and who they are, and you move accordingly. Okay, so that is a message. Thank you all for watching. Seriously, I definitely went over the time that I was planning to. We have the Empress. So this is confirmation for those who identify with themselves being the Empress energy or the Queen of Swords energy. This is your confirmation. Thank you all for watching. Definitely feel free to thumbs up. Watch the video. Listen to this video as many times as you want, as you need to maybe identify in your own life. Okay, let me be honest. Is it my drinking? Is it, letting toxic people speak into my life? Is it listening to the wrong programs? Is it following a religion that I don't really connect with? Or is it that I'm in a job that I hate? Or you're gonna have to really get serious and identify, because guess what? This cornucopia is waiting for you. But you're only going to get this cornucopia and fulfillment and happiness when you put yourself first. And anything that is blocking that, you have to let go of. You can't just keep it around and say, oh, well, I'll see how it goes. No, because the longer you keep it in your life and you keep repeating those patterns, or whatever is happening, it's going to expand, 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 expand. So for those who just joined, go back to the beginning and listen to the message I was speaking about in terms of how there was a traumatic thing that has now been extended and how to break out of that, okay? And you have to break out of that, or this cornucopia is never going to come. So if you want the cornucopia, you got to put in the work, and you got to have the boundaries, and you got to be action oriented in the direction of your dreams and your goals. Love you all. Bye.